Arlene Hillman Kendall did not think of herself as extraordinary. In fact, she once said that when she was 16, she wrote her life story. Mostly about school teachers, but primarily my boyfriends, dances, school, and things frivolous. Years later, she read it and threw it away. Roy retrieved it, and she said it is tucked away somewhere to be found sometime. That tells you something about her. She didn't dramatize her life. She simply lived it. Arlene was born April 27, 1936, in Shelley, Idaho, during the Great Depression. Her beginning was marked by loss. Her birth mother passed away when Arlene was only 3 years old. "I cannot remember my mother," she wrote, but she knew from all she had heard that Lucille was an amazing woman. Her father had known loss too. His own mother died when he was 5 and his family was scattered. That kind of history could fracture a family line, but in Arlene's life, it did not. Her father remarried Laverne Hale, the only mother I remember. She was my mother, and I loved her so much. She treated us 3 children as her own. And that became the golden thread of Arlene's life. Where there had been separation, she built belonging. She grew up on a farm in Firth, Idaho. Potatoes, sugar beets, hay, milk cows, chickens, pigs. We were happy, she said. The farm taught responsibility. There were chores before school. Milk separators to wash, seed, potatoes to cut, hay to stack. There was also mischief. Eating nearly an entire 5-pound package of wieners, and then going out to find our own spanking Willow. Burying Oren up to his neck in a post hole, hiding in the basement while their parents search along the highway in panic. But what stands out isn't hardship. It's togetherness. There was a stream to play and a haystack to climb, Sunday afternoons with tables in every available space at Grandma Hale's house. Family was not an accessory to life. It was life. Arlene loved her siblings deeply. My siblings are so dear to me. She was not just one of 8, she became a steady center. Younger siblings lived with her during hard seasons. Nieces and nephews stayed in her home. Eddie felt like one of my kids. Jody grew up almost as part of her own family. She didn't announce herself as the glue. She simply was. High school was exciting. Band, home economics, bookkeeping. If she didn't have a date, Oren would take her. When she once asked her father why she had to be home by curfew, his answer was short. Just go to bed. Those kinds of conversations never took place in those days. Then there was Norm in a stake dance, red hair, a returned missionary. Things moved slowly. So one evening, parked by the river near the Idaho Falls Temple, Arlene decided to ask directly, was this going anywhere? If not, she would pursue other options. Norman reached into his pocket and pulled out an engagement ring. They were married in the Idaho Falls Temple on November 12, 1954. Rooted in farm soil, anchored in temple covenants. Her faith was steady, not flashy. She once learned a powerful lesson during a stake fast for an injured girl. Arlene concluded, "Pray for God's will, not what you feel has to happen." Through cancer, through accidents, through grief, through growing family lines, she did not preach resilience, she practiced it. If you look at her life from a distance, you might say it was ordinary. But look closer. She was born into generational loss and helped build generational stability. She inherited a story of separation and handed forward a story of connection. She cultivated family the way her father cultivated fields, patiently, faithfully, season after season. And if she were standing here today, she might simply say, "We were a big family, and we were happy." And that may be the most powerful legacy of all.